Olare, olare. Yebo yes, yebo yes. Welcome to the Siyaguquka Book Club Library Book Reviews. Yebo yes. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your love and support is much appreciated, and always feel free to comment, to recommend, and yeah, any suggestions are always welcomed. All the books that are reviewed in this channel are books that are available from the Siyaguquka Book Club Library. You can come in and join in for free and be a member of the book club, and you'll be able to access all the books that have been reviewed in the library, and also some of them might be available for retail under the Books Plaza platform. And yeah, man, thank you very much. So yeah, today the book that we're reviewing is Bavino's Sermons by Lesego Rampolokeng. It's poetry, Baba. It's a collection of poems. Often that the Bavino Sermons actually says that Bavino is ghetto talk for every man. In these new poems, Rampolokeng, with brains still unbought, looks through the destruction caused by those intoxicated with their own power who put vanity before humanity. So yeah, man, this is a collection. So as you can hear from part of the synopsis, it's that vibe. As soon as you go in, it just takes you there. It's political, it's social, it's a mind f. It's a serious mind f. And yeah, I got exposed to Ntate Rampolokeng at a very young age. I was fascinated by his rhymes, his poetry, his delivery, his construction, the way he construct his words, and he sounded like someone who's educated, but you can hear what he sounds like someone from the streets, from Ekasi at the same time. And when you hear and you follow his work, and you read more about him, you also find it's not necessarily that he was much of an academic per se, but yeah, he was a guy from the township, and words were just there, and he just took that and put it in a pen like other people would do in painting. He would put all those thoughts in a pen, and it's something else, man. It's something else. He has inspired quite a lot of other artists, poets, and musicians. One of the few I can mention is Lesego. No, not Lesego. That's who we're talking about. But Kaufela Wamahogodi. I hope I'm saying it right. And Lymphatic tabs as well. And you can tell in their style. The Godfather. Ntate Lesego, So yeah, you must check him out. You must check out Ntate Lesego Rampolokeng. Follow him on his socials. Check out his YouTube videos. Just get to know more about this man, a legend, a living legend. Yeah, he took me on another level. So I'm not gonna say much. His works have been published quite a lot overseas. So the Bavino Sermons was one of the few that were published in South Africa. Of course, he has published quite a lot more after that in South Africa and internationally. But yeah, like I've said, most of his work was also published and in or translated into the German language. Yeah. Without further ado, Baba, let me not talk too much. So I'm just gonna share some of the poems. So I'll be reading some stanzas from some poems that I selected that you guys just to hear with the fire that is out there, with the everyday ghetto man, Vatchanan, J for Stan. Yeah, man. So the book is divided into I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. And yeah, the first part is called Riding the Victim Tree. So I'm gonna read a stanza from one of the poems. The poem is also called Riding the Victim Tree. Let me know. Here we goes. Blight on the site of the death staple diet at gunshot midnight. The leper cast out in the desert and cold, without snout or paw in the pot of gold. but warm and sane on the wisdom train. I'm beyond the poor factor in the kafir sector. If it makes me suffer rougher, I come tougher. Break its neck, cause acting kafir is not being black. Eh? I'm beyond the poor factor in the kafir sector. If it makes me suffer rougher, I come tougher. Break its neck, cause acting kafir is not being black. Eh? Guys. Remember, Ute in these new poems, he looks through the destruction caused by those intoxicated with their own power who put vanity before humanity. Yeah? Kafir is not being black. I love it. Anyway, so another part or poem I want to share is from the same part, the first part, the victim train. And so this poem here is called Crap Attack / Intro to the Master. I don't even know if I should call them poems, but yeah, they're poems because it's something else in fact. It's something else. So yeah, I just want to take this part from there. Yeah, here it goes. I write the metal cord, break upon info vault. For self-rank pump system shock in kilovolt. Jump bolt nut and lock on intellect bank. Not verbal gymnast. When I flip tongue, it's toil. Twist the word around, dead in the ground. Snakes recoil. Cause I carry the sound of soil. Now check it. When I'm reading it. You should see him when he does it. I should check him out. I check him out on YouTube. That Lesego Rampolokeng is on another level. Here's what I did. I write the mental cord, break upon info vault. For self-rank pump system shock in kilovolt. Jump bolt nut and lock on intellect bank. Not verbal gymnast. When I flip tongue, it's toil. Twist the word around, dead in the ground, snakes recoil, because I carry the sound of the soul. Now check it. I love it. Need I say more? Need I say more? Yeah, I just need to check it out. And then yeah, there's another one. This one is taken from another Belo Horizonte on the Mind. Belo Horizonte on the Mind. Yeah, I think that's what it said. It's part 2. Yeah, part 2. So okay. Which one? Okay, it's this one here. So I'm gonna hold just the something from that, just another stanza from that part. Trace the pattern of tears beyond the fear clouds. In this hardened and dangerous season of raped minds, view the horror running out of eternal night's terror and know the Armageddon count, where we are falling down 15 floors of suicide, guinea pigs of power mongers, control freaks. The world will parade fanatical, polluted minds as genius. Remember Pavlov's precedents and the condition of the human psyche. Yes, we spin in the death cycles. Some even try to better murder in the name of medical practice. Can we appease the situation when we are born into it without intonations of sickness, running a single track of madness through our lifeless existence? We are illusions in distant lands alkaline, but shall we bemoan the mud of our creation, turn reptilian with blades, turn our skin inside out, with chalk and whitewash paint over the image, the feminine version slashed through the veil of the mad assimilation trick? Hey, guys, like I said, you can come through, check it out, you can come borrow the book. But when you borrow this one, you must sign a contract with your blood, Baba. You dare lose it or you dare don't bring it back, I will hoist some Lesego Rampolokeng rants up in your yeah. So it's very important to share, guys. It's very important to share and to be disciplined in our sharing, because it's hard to get this book. I'm trying to get a Hands of Hondo as well. Actually, I'm struggling, bro. So yeah, please, guys, much love. Let's share, but let's be disciplined. When you've been borrowed, bring back. Yeah, it works that way. Anyone who has a Hands of Hondo, buffet to anyone who has a Hands of Hondo or either Talking Rain. Hands of Hondo was published in 1990. The Talking Rain was published in 1993. I will really appreciate. In fact, I would like it going on. I don't want to read. I want to, touch it, feel it, and read. Boss. So now I'm just gonna go to the other part, part 4, from an artist's notebook. I wanna feel, but I wanna read on a poem. It's Bongi. Yeah, it's about Bongi. It's called Bongi. The character of the poem, or what the poem is based on, is Bongi, and she's a freedom fighter in exile in the jungle. Uh, let me not say much, abo. Let me not say much, but I'm gonna read it from there, abo. Just the stanza and yeah, hey. Bongi menstruated in the week-long heat of combat. When the ground erupted and swallowed whole bone and flesh, the liquid ran out of her. She used tree leaves for pads. Child of an ancient time, the menses stuck blood red to her fatigues. A face as red as the waist between her legs came into a view in her rifle's sights, and she swapped it. Another one tried to dive, and her bullet helped on its way out. Another one tried to dive, and her bullet helped it on its way. Still, the waters ran in heavy flow. Unheeded, they stank the wind with the lead-filled corpses. Shrapnel grazed her thigh, and red mingled as she fired. The ambush dropped dead. Her unit pushed on. War is a reality that knows no embarrassment. No one said anything when, after the week, she painfully tore the leaves from her legs and washed herself clean in that Limpopo of floating memories and corpses. When I first read this, before then, I never, I'm a guy, I'm not a woman. I never thought. But it's when I read this and I started thinking, and I'm like, very imagine. And it's rough, fighting for the land. People sacrificed and did a lot, And now, but here we are. We are having problems. We are still, people think we owe them. I don't owe you, but my vote, I can vote for whoever. A boss, chief, things happen here. This is we fought for this. People fought for this, guys. People sacrificed a lot. And now you just come here with your big stomach. But anyway, let's leave behind. So I don't want to make this video long. As I said, guys, the Bavino Simmons, Lesego Rampolokeng, I gave it 5 mics, 5 likes, 10 mics, 100. It's a must-have. Like, this should be in your library. That's why I say, even if when I borrow you, you must guard it, because this is a treasure. Treasure, Baba. This is legendary. So, but if you're into soft poetry, monsters and the way they, maybe not for you, Baba. Yeah, we are in the streets, township, Baba. Township, Baba. We on another level. Being Kafiris, not being black. So for the last one, I wanna read a stanza from one of the poems. Is the Fella Sermon, taken from part 5, which is called the Fella Sermon, and there's other poems in there, but I will read from the Fella Sermon, the first poem in the 5th part of the book. And actually, let me start it from here, and then we close off. Please forgive me, guys. Obviously, I can't do it like he does, and I'm not trying to be like him or what, but I'm just sharing so that, please check out his work, get his book, go to library, ask about his work, bookstores, try to get it. Visit the Siyaguquka Book Club library. I've got other books by him that you can borrow as well, and you can borrow this one as well, get inspired. Crazy. But yeah, man. So the last one, Masin. This is the 3rd stanza in the Fella Simon poem. Colonization in revolutions disguised sows arms both sides of conflict reaps deadly harvests. Progress replaces the monstrous with its grandmother, much worse. It's a truth-taking, myth-making death of innocence. Kiss and caress of class cutlass. Necks and X's in commences Congress. Number 4. Track of no foundation. Belly full of radiation, no enemy, no friend. We follow the global trend. Blade cutting, mendicant hand. Socialism's sad to fail. We attach the capital's tail. Smell of hell when that tail is raised. A taste of nuclear waste. Radioactivity does not state a health thirst. It pumps full of eternal rest in the mouth of perennial tail of the South. Matera called it a weapon. No error thereupon, stuck up on the memory. Terror hawks got an armory, bloodstring puppetry, skins and bones sing in harmony. What did we fight for? Strike up the light for, bring the night for. Wreckers of the world ignite for. Who? Why? Loot and shoot for dig down to root of scream, for reap the dew, die fruit for. I have a dream of war, red like dread days of yore, yours same as before. Slave driver, grave saliva, soldier come, soldier go, what bring come forever and even more. Amen. Hey guys, Keko Poetry, Lesego Rampolokeng, the Bavino sermons, published 1999. Great book, bruh, must have, especially if you love poetry or if you love as in words and art, constructivity, creativity. Thank you, boss. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Siyaguquka Book Club Library, book reviews. Much love. Peace.